Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and today I want to talk about some planner supply storage. So I have spent the last year on the Happy Planner Squad. It has been amazing. As a member of the Happy Planner Squad, I did receive a lot of different planners, planner supplies, things like that, and I had to come up with a way to store all of that in my craft room, and I found some tips and tricks that I thought I would share with you guys, just some little things that have helped me keep my planner supplies organized so that I can utilize them to the best. It's so funny. We have just, one planner, maybe two planners, but the supplies that we can accumulate to go along with those planners can really start taking up a lot of space in our craft room. So I wanted to share with you just a few tips and tricks on how I share or how I store some of my favorite planner supplies. I will link things down below if I have any products or anything like that that I like to use. Otherwise, let's go check out my craft room. Okay, so the question I get asked the most is how do I store sticker books? And this is how I store sticker books. Not gonna lie, mine is very, very full. It's ready to expand, but I am actually moving craft rooms in the hopefully near future. So this will expand ever so slightly, but the storage system will stay very similar. And that'll be totes like this, bins like this. These are from Target. They are in the bathroom section. I love that they are frosted. I think that that is really nice looking. And I have them divided into some different categories. So you can see I have goals and wellness, planner basics, bold brights, neutrals, pastels, stick babes, squad girls, illustrations. Then we come down here. That one was Paper House. Now it's Color Story. I had to move those over. We have florals, mega books, seasonal, memory keeping, Disney gets its own, and then a ton of smaller categories all in this one. So that helps me kind of be able to locate the sticker book that I am looking for. But having them in these bins is nice because I am able to pull the bins out and kind of search the top, but you can see that they are pretty full right now. They are definitely ready to have a little bit more room to breathe. Something else I always recommend for sticker books is to get binder rings. These are just 1-inch binder rings. I actually order them from Amazon because I like all the different colors, but what it does is make sure that the book can stay together. It gives you an easy way to carry the book. If you have multiple books of the same, like multiple copies of the same book, you can kind of link them together so they don't get separated and you can remember that you already have 2 copies of that book. But every now and then pages come loose in well-loved sticker books, and this keeps them all together. So I really, really like that. For a while, I was using these to kind of color code some different categories. That really didn't work out in the end, but I do really like the binder rings. It makes it really easy to keep the books together. I do like to spend time customizing all of the planners I use, and part of that customization means changing out the discs. So I have a lot of different discs, some that came on planners, some that I received separately, and I have found that these cases work really well. So these are cases that are meant to hold embroidery floss. So all of that floss that we used to use to make friendship bracelets back in the day, these cases are perfect for organizing your discs. So I have one case that is plastic discs. You can see I have them divided by color. I don't have a ton of mini discs, so they're all together. But otherwise, divided by color, lots of, it's really easy to see what you have. I love that the cases are clear, snaps closed. You can move it around and they're not going to get out of their containers. This is my metal disc. It's a little louder in this particular one. But again, divided by color and size. I don't have a ton of big discs necessarily, so most of the ones I use are classic size discs, but love having all my discs, able to choose from them, able to change them out, and this has just been a really effective way for me to store them. When I kept them in like a washi tape holder, like those drawers, they just never stayed looking very nice, and I didn't want to take the time to make them look really nice. I wanted to be able to grab them all and look and figure out what I had pretty easily. So this has worked out really well for me. I just store these 2 containers where my stickers are. So I will link an option. I have found, I got these at Hobby Lobby, like on clearance, but I'll find an option on Amazon and I'll link that below. This is my planner cart where I store a lot of different planner supplies. So let me just give you a quick tour. First of all, this is all filler paper. So I actually store my filler paper out in the open, which I know some people don't like, but for me, it's really easy to just be able to kind of flip through and see what I have. But what's holding it in place down here, these are actually boxes from Happy Planner, that these are the boxes that the planner covers come in. So the big, really nice deluxe planner covers that they have had in the past, these boxes are so sturdy. They're so great, and they're sized perfectly for planners. So it works really well with the Happy Planner filler paper. I have it all right here. I can kind of look through, see what I have. I have block pads going on in the back, some stitch paper as well, and then one more block pad all the way back there. So that's how I store my filler paper, just because I want to be able to see what I have really easily. My sticker guides are here in the front because I grab for them a lot. And then I have Happy Planner storage over here on the side. This is just their regular sticker storage. I keep some of my kind of post-its, some of the taller stickers, things like that, journaling pieces all right here. These are some individual sticker sheets that come in either like a companion pack, something like that. And then back here is filler paper for the classic skinny, or the skinny classic. So I have some of that half sheet filler paper right here. So all filler paper that I need most of the time is up there, except for the big size, and I'll show you where that is. All right, the second tier of this cart, we start to get into some accessories. So over here, I have all my different folders, including some big size folders and some extra dividers, dry erase boards or wet erase boards right over here, and then some vision boards that I can use for different things. So it's just some accessories that I can grab for. Then I've never known what to do. These are the roller stickers. They come on rolls, and it's kind of hard to keep them organized. So I just have them right there. Then a ton of bookmarks and dashboards all right here. I just pull them out when I'm looking for what I might want to use at a different, when I'm rearranging my planner or kind of recustomizing my planner. So those are absolutely beautiful. And then behind those, if it'll focus, those are envelopes. So snap-in envelopes that I can choose from. So again, we're just talking about how to personalize your planner. I have all of those right there. And then we move on. We have some pen holders over here and some different pen pouches. These are all Happy Planner ones. We have some different options here in the back as well. So I'm able to just grab for these whenever I need them. But again, I like using these divided containers within my cart just because it makes it easy to keep things organized even in this smaller cart. All right, down here on the bottom, this is probably the area that is not organized quite as well. I do have a clear container down here. These are extension packs. So all different kinds of extension packs, daily planning, different layouts, things like that. They're all there. Then I have one large pouch, one companion pack that holds some extra things inside. And then this is memory keeping things right here. And then this is another one of those boxes, like I talked about before, that holds the larger planner covers, but this is where I keep my big planner paper. I don't use big paper all that often, but I do have some, and I've just started using a big planner for my work planner, so I do have some big paper, and so I keep it here. This is not really easily accessible, so it's not my favorite storage method, but it's working for right now. But I have this whole cart right next to where I film, where I set up my planner each month. And so you can see all my accessories, really easy to get to. I like being able to see what I have. I know not everyone feels like that. Some people want to put things away and then just pull them out as they need them. I like to be able to see what is available to me. So having all my supplies on the cart really helps me out. I do actually have one more small skinny planner cart that I stick next to my desk. This cart I absolutely love. I picked it up from Amazon. Mine is a 4-tier cart. I think it's only like 5 inches wide. It's absolutely perfect to fit in a very slim spot next to my desk. But you can see this is holding some other Happy Planner things. These are my big Happy Planner sticker books. We have some accessory books back here and other kind of smaller sticker books. Then right here, I have all my minis and mini notebooks. And then we have micros right there. So I can see what I have. I can reach for what I want. And and then some of my favorite washi tape hanging off the edge. I just love the size of this particular cart. For right now, this is working for me for my big sticker books. I can usually remember what I have and go flip through them. I know that might not always be the case as I get more bigger sticker books and as the Happy Planner releases more bigger ones, but it's working so well right now. So we're just going to stick with that for a little while longer. But this is a really useful cart. I do have some smaller containers. This is a container from the Dollar Tree that I use within the cart to kind of divide it up and keep things organized. But again, I like that it is against my desk because you can see that I can set up some of these planners to kind of be a display / storage area. All right, like I say all the time, one of my favorite things about the Happy Planner is being able to customize my planner, and I do that by changing out some of the elements. So therefore, I have a lot of different planner covers. The way I keep my planner covers organized is I use the expander discs. I just have mine on some plastic expander discs, and I have my different planner covers grouped by size right here, and that way I can just easily see which ones I have available. I change out my planner covers all of the time. To me, it's just a fun thing to do. So a lot of times I will actually pick up a planner on clearance that is super cheap and I actually like the cover, then it turns out to be a really good deal for me because I can use that cover in some different ways. So love, love, love being able to switch out those covers and use ones that kind of speak to my mood at the time. And so that helps me keep all my planner covers organized and together, and I can just flip through them really easily. And then I do something similar with the extra dividers that I have. So when I've used a planner or I'm done with that planner, I don't always keep my planners intact. Sometimes I take them apart and use just the pieces. Now, why do I save extra dividers? I save them to create vision boards and extra inserts. Sometimes I use them as props in photos. Sometimes I cut them apart and use them for crafting. I happen to just really like a lot of the different illustrations, and so I've used them as different things within my planner. They are like a cardstock feel, so they're different than filler paper, and the illustrations tend to be really bold, really bright, and I like having these so that I can put something on the back and kind of change things up and add some extra pages to my planner. So I keep those again on some rings right here on some discs. These are just some plastic discs that I don't often use in my regular planning, and I just have these up on the shelf so I can pull them out when I'm ready to kind of change up things in my planner. And lastly, where do I keep my planners that I'm using and interacting with on a regular basis? I do have several of them. I use a pot lid holder. So this is a metal pot lid holder. They have acrylic ones, they have all kinds. You can really pick them up for very inexpensive from places like Home Goods or TJ Maxx. But you can see my planners fit in there. I kind of have them organized in the order that I interact with them on a regular basis, which just helps me. And they're displayed really nicely on my desk. I don't have to stack them on top of each other and then pull from different points in the stack. This is just a really good way to keep them organized and nice. So I really love this little hack. It's just a nice, you can see just a little metal thing. It keeps them up off the desk so that they don't get scratched. It just works really, really well, and it allows me to pull one out without disturbing the rest, which is just so nice and functional, and then I can put it back in without disturbing the rest. So for me, that works really well. I keep mine on my desk. You could easily put it on a shelf or something like that, whatever works for you, but this helps keep them super clean and neat and tidy. So that is how I store some of my planner supplies. Let me know in the comments below what you saw that you liked, what you do. Let me know if I forgot a supply that you're wondering, how do you organize that? Leave that in the comments below and I can easily share that over in the community tab or add it in to a video later on. So having all of my planner supplies organized helps me to use them more, to utilize what I have more. Obviously, I have a ton. I was really blessed to be a member of the Happy Planner Squad and receive a ton of product, and I'm looking forward to continuing to use that and to really take advantage of all of that amazing product that I was sent over the last year. Like I said before, I will link everything down below, some of the different storage products that I talked about. If I can't find it in the actual store, I will link it on Amazon, a similar product, so you guys can check that out. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button so you'll be the first to know when I release new videos. I want to give a huge shout out to all of my Patreon members. We are spending a month focusing on our planners right now in the month of August and loving our 31 days of free planter printables. I want to give a huge shout out to my Patreon members. Thank you all so much for your support. We are all about planners over there for the month of August. We're focusing on finding planner peace in the month of August with some extra content and printables for all 31 days of the month. So if you want to check it out, then make sure to check the link in the description box below. All right, I hope that you have a fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.